Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Flawless Fantasy Football. This video here is going to be specifically for the Flawless Fantasy Football Listener League. I'm putting it on YouTube for a specific reason. But yeah, I just want to go through a little information. The draft is tomorrow on Labor Day at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm excited. The people that are involved are excited. And it's going to be a show. It's going to be a show. Fireworks after fireworks. And I'm going to be the one that's setting them off. Okay? All right. So thanks for checking out the video. Just want to go over some quick stuff about the league real quick. Again, like I said, the draft date is Monday on Labor Day at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. During the draft, 19 rounds of drafting. Because it'll start with the first pick and it'll end with the last pick in the 19th round. It will be 1 minute and 45 seconds per draft pick. That doesn't mean you have to take 1 minute and 45. Your boy gonna be picking about 10, 15 seconds, But I'm sure a lot of you guys too, once you have a high level of conviction, because that's what I endorse around here. Now, sometimes you gotta take a little time, I get it. But at the end of the day, it's going to be 1 minute and 45 seconds will be the maximum time you can use. That's my way of having people not feel pressed, but not also going the whole 2 minutes. All right? That's a bit much. All right, let's get to it. So, all players have paid except two. All right. So, that's, oh man, something got a cut right here. Hey, what happened to me last night? So all players play except two, but they made, but one has made provisions to pay, within the next week and a half or so. So that's okay. Team Machiavelli, hit your boy up. I sent you an email, so check your email and and check into the group. All right. So next off, when you go to the Flawless Fantasy Football League homepage of the league site, you can go there and you can just dilly around and you can go to franchise setup. You can set up your screen to where you can personalize your screen to where they don't necessarily have to be the regular blue screen. You can personalize it to have they have fatigue colors. Like I say fatigue colors, like military colors, like the fatigue, dark like army or something like that. Got the name of it. Let's fatigue look. They got all different type of skins that you can put on your league page to kind of personalize it to what you would like to kind of make it a little bit more exciting, different colors and different schemes. So you can go in there and personalize your page through franchise setup or page setup. Injured reserve, we're going to have one injured reserve spot, and with that injured reserve spot, it's not when they're suspended, it's not when they got personal issues or CV. Like it was for, it's you have to be injured. That's the only way you can put them in there, all right? You're going to have plenty of bench spots, so you're not going to be trying to be like, oh, we got a, pacifier. No, we got to manage, all right? So injured reserves are only for injured players, not no any type of exceptions for any type of situations. Now, also, if you have that one player in injured reserve and you try to make submit a lineup that it's not going to allow you to submit a lineup if you have an injured reserve player in your injured reserves, but he's off of injured reserve. So they're going to make you go there and take that off injured reserve and possibly drop a player if you already had a maximum amount of players on your team. Excuse me. Before they allow you to, before the site allows you to be able to go and make submit a lineup. It's not going to allow you to set a lineup if you have a person that's in your IR that's not currently on IR anymore. That's simple. That's common sense. So, trades. Let's talk trades. I currently have the trades set for commissioner approval. All right? But let me explain something to you. I am not in the business of rejecting trades, okay? This is my first time ever being commissioner, and I'm not one of these people where I want to be like, oh, you gotta go by me. I have to prove up. No, that's not what I'm doing, okay? But the reason why I'm doing it for commissioner approval, so for a couple different reasons, but first and foremost, I do believe it's going to be legit. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we're in here trying to screw each other over and stuff like that. Yes, the objective is to win, but hell, to win with some type of dignity. But also, when the trade goes through, I'm going to announce that trade. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. Just to let people know what happened. So I'll probably put that message on League Chat or something like that. Or not to say it, I'll be like, trade between such and such and such has been approved. So if somebody want to go look at it, then they'll go look at the transaction. See what I'm saying? Like that. So I won't be like, this person for this person has been approved. I'll be just like, trade between such and such has been approved, and that will be put on the League Chat. A lot of work going to be put on the League Chat, so we got to make sure you pay attention to it. So yeah, that's going to happen. So, and if anything comes up with the league that's not covered in bylaws, or anything that we've covered. Listen, again, I'm not one of these commissioners that's going to be like, oh yeah, I got all the power in the world. I got all the power in my personal life. I don't freaking need, what I'm saying, to be freaking Debo and, like a lot of commissioners do, like, this is mine and I ain't got no say so in their lives outside of the freaking league. But don't let me digress, because I will. But if anything comes up, I'm going to treat it like my old school Fly Like an Eagle League that we had for a couple of decades. Like, look, man, it's going to be up for league vote. You know what I'm saying? When it boils down to it, So if something that's not covered and it's not straightforward or whatever, I open it up to where it's a league vote. All right? So it's not all about just me calling the shots. There's certain things that's going to be cut and dry, but certain other stuff that's, if it falls in that realm, it's going to be a league vote and majority rules. Not everybody has to vote, but whatever the majority is. So, but hopefully we don't come to that. I don't think it should be that serious, but just letting you know that's how I roll and I operate. All right. So it's going to be 19 rounds of drafting. You're going to have a quarterback. Starting lineup is going to be a quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and 2 flexes that can be running back, wide receiver, or tight end. Half point PPR with one individual defensive player, IDP, and a kicker and a defense. All right, so those are 11 spots. And I did mention the 2 flexes, yeah. Those 11 spots will have 8 bench spots. So it's going to have a deep bench, okay? So it's not going to be any excuses for people like to be like, oh, I don't have people to choose from. You got 8 spots. That's more than what other spots. A lot of spots only have like 6 bench spots. All right? So also as it pertains to trades, when it comes to trades, going back to that, trade offers will be, they can be, let's say if you want to trade, you send somebody a trade offer. Sure, if they go to the site, they'll see, what I'm saying, like, they got a trade offer or something like that, and they'll check it out. But if you don't want to wait on that, okay, most, y'all don't have people's numbers and stuff like that, but your other competitors' numbers. So, but what you would do is use the league chat. You know what I'm saying? Use the league chat. Could be like, or the group, or the group, so you and be like, hey, it's a trade out there for you. I sent a trade out there for you, so you can kind of prompt them to go and look at it. So use the chat, use the group. You don't just have to sit out there and wait. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a piece of shrimp on a hook. You know what I'm saying, in the water. So you can actually prompt that person and kind of push that person to go see it. Then if they accept it, or either reject it or you counter offer, but you move it along faster if you use the chat. Or if you use through the group to let a person know. All right, so keep those things in mind. Being proactive. See, proactive always roll back to being proactive. Also, so I'm gonna make finalizing on my next video. I'm gonna be putting up for the Flawless Fantasy Football League. I'll probably put it in the group that we'll talk about. I'll probably even drop that. It where I want to be tonight because I have my work league draft tonight. Probably first thing Monday morning, or by noon on Monday morning. By noon on Monday morning, I had this video out. And basically, what I'm doing is going to finalize and talk about the scoring system. We already know it's half point scoring system, but as it pertains to the IDP, the one IDP, team defenses, kick returns and all that type of stuff, and we'll discuss the playoff bracket, which will be a standard playoff bracket, right? First 2 teams that had the highest record with points, they'll get a bye week, and then the other 4 teams will hash it out to see who plays them, and then so forth, all right? So, but tomorrow's episode is going to be about the scoring system and the playoff bracket. Man, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. Hope you guys are too. See you on the next episode of Flawless Fantasy Football. And I hope you guys had great drafts. And for the ones that are not in the league, you know, be looking forward to you. I'll do a couple more videos before kickoff and produce those, and we'll see what happens, and we'll start doing waiver wires and see what's popping off for week 1. But hopefully y'all got a lot of value out of my perspective of fantasy football and players in general, and to be able to move forward and make the most elite needle-moving team as possible. Flawless Fantasy Football, where you hear what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Let's say it again. Flawless Fantasy Football, where you hear what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Love you guys. Let's have a great season. Peace.